this facial that I've had is the best facial I've ever had in my entire life. And as I was just sitting there and having her do my facial, I was thinking like she's extremely passionate about beauty and facials and all of this stuff. Like you can tell when she's doing it that she's so passionate about it. And it just got me thinking again to this thing like everyone has a thing or things that they are just drawn to. Like she has set up her own business and she really, really loves what she does. And you can see it in the care that she provides. Like that's her thing. And she goes all out in how she provides for her clients. Like, like walking in, you've got like a drink with like fruit in it. Like I was like, that's just such a nice touch. It just gives very luxury. So everyone has their own thing that they like doing or that their natural inkling is to do. And I kind of asked her, her name's Lisa. I kind of asked her like, did you always know that this is what you were going to do? And she was like, yeah, I've always been interested in beauty and hair and all of those things. Like from a young age, it's just something that she's always known how to do, or she's always known that she wanted to do. And I just find that so interesting. Like every one of us have these things from when we're young that we like to do and that just come really naturally to us. And we always know, oh, when I'm gonna do this or I want to do this. And then I don't know what happens in life, but there's a disconnect between what you want to do or the things that you enjoy doing and then like the real world. And which is really, really sad to see because I see and I speak to people as a coach, I speak to people all the time that come to me miserable in their current space and miserable in where they are, and people who have lost their spark, their joy, their excitement because they're doing stuff that they don't enjoy. And somewhere along the lines, they lost their spark, their passion, their thing, whatever that thing is, they've lost it. And I work with them to try and like reignite and bring that passion back and bring the excitement back and bring that joy in people's lives because like I love doing. I just had a coaching session and like I love coaching. I'm in my element when I'm coaching. Like I love coaching. I love helping people. I love solving problems and helping people solve their problems. I love it when I see transformation, when I see people come to me with a problem or unhappy about something, and in a one-to-one coaching session there's a visible difference between where when that person started and when they ended. It's like it feels like therapy to me, like, but it's not. But like I love doing that. Other people would hate that, but that's my thing, and everyone has their thing. And I wish someone told me this when I was growing up, that like follow your passions and like you have a thing that's so unique to you and you have things that are so unique to you. And that's the purpose. Actually, that was one of the purposes of me starting this YouTube channel, was just to encourage people like, yo, life is short. Do the things that you enjoy doing whilst you still can. Do the things that bring you joy and that make you happy, and the things that put a spark in your belly, like that light a fire in your belly. Do more of that. And I love it. I love it. And I love it. And I can feel it when I can see people doing that thing. I can feel it. I'm like, oh, I love it. I'm just so passionate about. I love it. 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 So yeah, think about it. What do you like? What's your thing? What is the stuff that you enjoy? What do you like to do? And you know, what have you been doing with it? Because for a long time, I was sitting on my abilities and sitting on my gifts, and it's only really been this year that I was like, ah, no, we're not doing it. Like I don't want to be 70, 80 years old and look back on my life and live a life that's full of regret, like, oh, I should have done this, and oh, I should have done that, and oh, I wish I could have. I've got the time, I've got the ability, I've got God. Like, why not now? If not now, then when? Like, so stop with the excuses and stop with the doubt and fear and anxiety and all of that stuff, and just do it. So I guess those are my reflections for today. And I'm always reminded whenever I start to hesitate, I'm always reminded in the Bible about the parables of the sower, how a man was going away and he gave his workers talents. One he gave five, one he gave, I think it was three, and the other he gave one. And he wanted an investment in the talents, and he went away, and the one who had five multiplied it and got more. The one who had three multiplied it and got more, and then the one who got one, who had one, buried it and did nothing with it and didn't produce any fruit with it. And when the master came back, he praised the one who got five, he praised the one who got three, and then when it came to the one who had one, and he was trying to make excuses like, oh, you're a hard man to please. I buried it because I didn't want to waste money and do all of this in investments. And he was like, you wicked man, like you wasteful wicked man. So whenever I think about like not doing something that I know that I should be, I always think, am I being fruitful? Like, am I being a good steward of what God has given me? Am I stewarding that gift well? Because I'm gonna have to give a report to God. Like when He now comes and says, Rodna, I gave you five talents. What did you do with them? And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, but God, oh, but I had bills to pay. Oh, but God, like we are instructed to bear fruit, to be fruitful. The Bible says in I think it's like Matthew 5 something, and it says, let your light so shine before others that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. So we are called to shine and to bear fruit and to be fruitful. And not only just be fruitful, but our fruit may remain. So what we're building isn't for just us, it's the fruit may remain. So it's for, children, your children and your children's children and your children's children's children and the world at large. So yeah, those are just some of the things that I've been thinking about. And like now is the time to just go and do it and just get out there. If you've wanted to be a personal trainer your whole life, like to be a person, go out there and get the certification. If you wanted to be a YouTuber but you've got no followers, go out there and start your YouTube and just start doing it. If you wanted to start making cakes and selling cakes, go out there and start selling cakes. Nothing is going to happen until you make it happen. So you could either wait for the right environment, have all the money and have everything you need, or you can just start with what you have, where you are, and start. I remember when I was making the website for my coaching business, if you haven't checked it out, rodnatabini.com, and I didn't necessarily have the money. Like I think it was like £300 or something ridiculous like that. It was like £300 to get a website made, and I was like, I don't have £300, but I want a website, and I spent the long, and I have never made a website. Actually, no, I'd made parts of my previous my non-profit organization website, but I hadn't made that from scratch. So I was like, right, we're gonna have to learn. I didn't know how to do it, but I like blocked off some time, and it probably took me like 2 weeks of just trying to figure out what I'm doing. And it's not perfect by any standard. I'm not striving for perfection. Neither will I ever strive for perfection. We're talking progress. I'm all about progress over perfection. Progress over perfection. So it took me like 2 weeks, and I was getting so frustrated because I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing here, but I'm going to do something, because if I don't, I'll always say, oh, well, I'm not going to start my business because I don't have a website. I'm not going to start my business because I don't have a logo. I just started building those things from scratch. The first logo that I had was absolutely trash. Like, and then I paid someone else to do the logo, and then I didn't like the logo that they made for me, and so I trashed it, and then I ended up making my own logo. Which I have now, which I like. So again, progress over perfection. But I was like, I'm just gonna start, even if it doesn't look perfect. The most important thing is I've started. So I started, made the website, made the logo, started doing promotions and like advertising and marketing what I do, and just talking about it and sharing that I'm a coach. And you have to. You just have to. And there's this like thing where you think, oh, I can't call myself a coach because, well, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So I will confidently say, I'm a coach because I am a coach. Even before I was a coach, I was a coach. I was born in my DNA somewhere. There is the DNA that coaching is in there. So I will confidently call myself a coach. Before I became an international speaker, I have been calling myself, like my husband will always know, like I will call myself, and I had not even had a speaking engagement ever, not even one day. But on my vision board, international speaker was there, and I was calling myself that before I'd even got anything. And when it now started to manifest, I was like, I was like, well, it was only a matter of time because I've already been speaking, I've already been saying it. So no, you're not going to wait for all the environments to be perfect before you start doing it. Start doing it, and you create the environment, you create the reality that you want it to be. You're just waiting for someone. If you wait for people to give you an opportunity, I'm sorry, you're going to be waiting for a very, 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 very long time, because people aren't going to announce you. No one's going to just clap their hands and all of a sudden like give you a platform or give you a stage or give you. No, you've got to start. You've got to start from where you are with what you have. And I will sing this message until everybody that hears it starts to act and starts to move. Start with where you are with what you have, and you'll build on that. I don't even know. Thanks for listening to my TED talk. I don't even know how it got here. I was even telling you guys about my day. So yes, that is. I actually like these like just random impromptu conversations. But yeah, that is that is me. Um, I've also decided today that I'm doing a promo. So if you go on my website, rodnantabini.com, I'm doing a promo. So for the first time ever, 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 I am offering five, I'm opening up 5 coaching sessions for a very reduced fee. Again, this is my first time I'm doing this. Might even be the last time I'm doing this. But I'm opening 5 slots for £49 for a 90-minute coaching session with myself, and the investment of that is £49. So in this session, we will tackle again. We're in October, and December is right around the corner. So this is for people who really want to pull up their socks come December and want to have achieved their goals and want to have achieved what they set out to do. So we will strategize, we will come up with an action plan, and you'll have me as your cheerleader, cheering you on and helping you set your goals and keeping you accountable for a 90 days. So we'll create a 90-day plan, and this could be in whatever area. Coaching is coaching. So I will put the details here, and the link will be in the description as well. So if that sounds like a little bit of something that you'd be interested in, you could go over to my website. The link is in the bio. And we can even I offer 20-minute free coaching sessions, which is just a get to know or a consultation. 20 minutes, no obligations attached to it, just a chat. And then if you're interested, then we can work together. I'm excited to do this because I never do this. So this is something new. And again, I'm just really passionate about seeing people transform. It's all about the transformation, and seeing people grow and flourish into the person that they're supposed to be. So